Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always think up, always think up, always think up. That's what we do. So, I've been getting a lot of really cool emails lately. You know how I like to take emails and fit them all together and make them all make sense together. So, I've been getting a bunch of different stuff. Happy Sunday, by the way, guys. So, I've been getting some emails on, Sarah, it must be really nice to have your purpose here on the earth. That's what some of these people are looking for is their purpose and what they could be doing in life to be meeting that purpose. Then I have some stuff where people are saying, is there a right way to pray? I'm praying and I feel like maybe it's not being heard or maybe it's not being, understood or I'm not really getting what I'm asking for out here. And then some other things I'm getting about self-care, things that I do to take care of myself, to come on here to smile to you guys and tell you how great life is, right? So those kind of all go together for me here at Always Think Up. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I love it. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for making my brain work like this. I love it, guys. So, all right. So you want a happy, fulfilled life. You're learning lessons, soul lessons. There's big things going on. There's big vibrational shifts going on in the planet. Finding your purpose like me. All right, first of all, let me start off with, when I was finding my purpose, guys, it didn't feel like that. It wasn't just like this, like, oh, everything's perfect. Here's your purpose. Sarah, do it. It wasn't like that. It was really awkward. It was really weird. I wasn't sure what I was doing. The people that I love the most were like, what are you doing? What is that you're doing? You're spending all of this money. Nobody ever even heard of this thing. This is crazy, Sarah. And I would just look at them, and sometimes I would be mean, and sometimes I wouldn't know what to say, and I would just say, I don't know, man, I just love it. So I'm gonna keep learning, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'll try to find classes that are a little bit cheaper, guys. You don't know really what your purpose is. So my advice for that part is, do you love it? Do you love the feeling that you get? When I was learning energy work, oh, thanks, Tony. I always have positive energy. Well, I try to as much as I can. Thank you for coming on. I love the love. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm holding my amethyst, so I have to give you my purple heart. Um, it doesn't always feel good. You're unsure. However, when you're doing this thing that is toward your purpose, right? You feel fired up. You feel pumped up. Even though everybody in the world might feel against it, you get this feeling inside of you that's like, I can never quit. Like, I love this enough that I will never quit. So if my mom doesn't believe me, peace out, mom. If my mate doesn't believe me, see you later, mate. That's what I did, guys. So, I kept taking classes. Even though everyone was telling me that I was foolish and I was silly and I was dumb, I kept taking classes. I kept switching jobs. I kept trying things. Everyone kept saying, Sarah, be steady, do that. Listen, don't worry about me. I used to say, let me go travel the world. Let me go meet all these new friends. Because let me tell you guys, from cutting hair to my ministry to social work to everything that I do in my life, everything from the past means something right now. I know that my divine purpose in this planet is to be doing healing work. However, not too many people know about it. Not too many people understand it. So I do something else while I do that, right? So I just got a job instructing at the barber school. I love barbering. I love the trade. I love the craft, and I cannot wait to give it to other people. So you might not always be living your purpose, 100% of the time. But as many of you have seen, I said, if you have something that you love and you can only fit it in like 5 seconds or whatever of your day, fit it in. The more you start to fit it in and feel that spark of how it makes you feel, the more you're going to want to do it. Hi, Mark. I'm always fired up. I when I wake up in the morning, I don't start off fired up, but then I get my coffee and then we get to be pumped up. And I do. I'm pumped up. I was just at my niece's cheering competition and that fired me up from an old school place, guys. So I was a cheerleader all through my life. I hurt myself when I was 13 years old and it took me out of the game and I was pretty down on myself, so funny that this message is coming out to you guys like this today. So, last night I was getting ready for the cheering competition today, and I had that excitement in me like it was my cheering competition. I kept, talking to my niece until she fell asleep. This morning we were doing her hair and she was nervous, and I remember that feeling of just being unsure and not knowing what you're doing. But, the advice I gave her was just, fall in love with it. Have fun with your girlfriends out there. Look at them and smile. Have a blast with it. You're supposed to just be having a blast with it. So if you are a janitor, have a blast. Sing a song. Say hello to people. If you're a doctor, have a blast. Sing a song. Say hello to people. That's how it works, guys. That's how you get to where you want to go, right? My niece is really lucky because she's surrounded by us knuckleheads, and we're always telling her this stuff. Who knows what she's going to think whenever she gets older. She's probably going to be like, these cats are crazy. Another thing, prayer. All right. So you guys are asking me, thank you for sending the love. Just keep freaking sending it. I love it. There is no special way to pray. Okay. So what I think of prayer is, prayer lifts up your vibration. So, I'm always in here and I'm trying to lift up vibes. So, I got my beats on right now, right? Because at Always Think Up, I'm all into self-love and inner peace. So I have this 432 hertz. It's the Tibetan bowls with a rain sound. And it's just a vibration. It's just lifting my vibration. So to pray, I write in my journal to pray. I think in my head to pray. I pray out loud to pray. To pray, sometimes I'll take something that's really, really frustrating and hard for me, and I'll switch it in my journal to think up about it. So maybe, like I said before, guys, maybe me and somebody else is having a little friction or tension. I was in a job that I prayed about, and then it was stressing me out, but I was there and I was dedicated to those people, and so from that space of, oh my God, I don't know what to do about this all, the only thing I could do is pray. You guys, people go to people that they know to complain. All right. And I'm guilty. I've done it before. But however, you're in the doo-doo. So that's how I learned about the doo-doo, right? So you're in the doo-doo, you call your friend and you're like, yo, I'm really in the doo-doo right now. So-and-so did me dirty. And then, of course, your friend's on your side. So she's like, bump so-and-so. They ain't right. Da-da-da-da. This and that and the other. No, Mark, I'm not a cheerleader anymore. I mean, I guess you can say like I'm like a life cheerleader for everybody else, but I'm not a cheerleader anymore. Agreed. Do not become intoxicated by wanting. Yes, right? So, when I pray, it's not for things, right? When I pray, it's for other people. It's for healing. It's for the change. It's for peace, inner peace, people to love one another. I don't pray for big, huge things because that's all going to come. I pray for little things. I pray for peace, harmony, everyone to get along, illnesses to be cleared up, families to come back together. There are so many little, creator cheerleader, deliberate creating cheerleader. You got me right. What's up, cuz? All right. So, if you remember that prayer lifts your vibration, then you're going to be all right? So so this weekend, I had a weekend that was totally planned out. It's been planned out for 2 months, right? Something came in on Friday, knocked me straight off my plans, me and my daughter. So at first I got a little mad and I rolled around the doo-doo for a minute, right? And then I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Let me pray about this. Lift my vibration. My daughter doesn't deserve this. We have to change our weekend. Whatever. We changed our weekend. Now we're fine. Oh man, guys, life is a roller coaster, right? So we're just riding on this wave. We're riding on this wave, and when you're here on the wave, everything's really cool. And then somebody comes into your wave and you're all happy and they knock you down. And then you're down here in the doo-doo. And then what do you do from here? When you're down here in the doo-doo, what do you do down there? I pray from the doo-doo, right? So I'm sitting in the doo-doo and I'm like, oh man. So sometimes I'm crying in the doo-doo. Sometimes I'm cussing in the doo-doo. Sometimes I just don't even want to say nothing when I'm in the doo-doo, right? It don't matter. God knows your thoughts, right? So, the thoughts that you think are creating. So not only are the words that you're saying and the actions that you're doing creating, right? But your thoughts are creating, and that's another part of prayer. So you could be out here doing so good for everybody in the world, right? And your thoughts could be crazy disaster. They might not even be about anyone else. They might just be about you. So you're out here, you're giving yourself, you're giving yourself, you're giving yourself, giving. And then in your mind, you're thinking, I don't have any friends. I'm never going to get anywhere. I'm never going to be successful. Well, that is what you're going to get, my friends, because God gives us a choice for free will, right? So everyone says, well, what's free will, Sarah? Free will means that you can pick to do and act and think whatever you want out here, right? So if you want to be Mr. Negative or Mrs. Caca, whatever, you can do that. You can roll all around in that shit. You can call people names. You can fight with people. You can start a fight every time you call them. However, there's going to come a time where people aren't going to answer anymore. People aren't going to come around anymore. People aren't going to want to deal with it anymore. And that's you that has to deal with that, not us. So, that's what I was dealing with today, or this weekend. Somebody in the doo-doo. They've been in the doo-doo for a minute. We were in the same doo-doo pile for a minute. They have not yet decided to come up out of the doo-doo. Is that my fault? No. Did I try? You know I did. However, I'm not going to keep bumping into that doo-doo. And I'll be damned if my baby's going to bump into that doo-doo. So at first I started to think, oh, we're going to miss it because of such and such. We're just going to change it because of such and such. Because we're vibing high, man. We don't have time for that stuff, right? So then this rolls into the next group emails that I've been getting, right? Self-care. They're feeling, I got people on here that are watching me. You're feeling used. You're feeling tired. You're feeling mad, sad. You're feeling like you're giving all of yourself away. Yeah, you are. You're giving yourself away to a fault, right? So self-care, take care of yourself. So people say, Sarah, what do you do to take care of yourself? Well, I love take a bath. I love tea tree oil in my bath. Epsom salt. I love essential oils. I love to burn incense. I love coming down in my creation station. I love talking to God. I love painting my toenails. This morning I went to a cheering competition. That was new. That was a new old for me. I love that, right? I love my coffee. You guys know I stopped and got my coffee. I'm getting ready to go Christmas shopping. It's going down, right? I don't really love Christmas shopping, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm going to smile. And I'm going to make sure that when I go out Christmas shopping, I'm going to tell somebody how beautiful they are, how I love their outfit, how I love what they do, how I love their patience or their, dedication. Guys, give love where you go, right? So don't run yourself down. Don't be so busy helping somebody that you're run down. Like I said before, if you're giving all of yourself, then you're not really giving yourself to anyone because they're getting parts and bits and pieces of you. I know that people think it's selfish to take care of themselves. It's not. It's not. When you're taking care of yourself, that lets me know that you're all right. So, if you are one of the ones emailing me about feeling used, tired, sad, mad, all that, you are not taking care of yourself. So that's where I really want you guys to get down to the truth, right? I used to not take care of myself. I used to just run and work until I couldn't move. I was paying my bills. I was taking trips every once in a while. My mind was a wreck. I was frustrated. I didn't have this peace to me. Be truthful with yourself, guys. Be truthful with yourself about everything. So your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs on prosperity, your beliefs on money. How are these things working in your life? How are your relationships? How are your relationships with people? How are your relationships with money? And then, if you're working, or do you feel like you're being compensated enough for the work that you put in? Are you doing a meaningful work? Do you feel like what you're putting in is giving back to other people or giving back to the world? Are you being honest with yourself or others? So if you're being misleading about the things that you want or your purpose or the way you pray or taking care of yourself, be truthful. So sit down today. If there are some things going on and you feel like maybe you haven't been your true self. I didn't for a long time, guys. I always wanted to just tell people what they wanted to hear, so it would be smooth and so it would be good. It wasn't necessarily that it wasn't for me at all. It was for them. So I just wanted people to feel good. And I didn't feel good by doing that. So, now I can be honest. So when something hurts me, I can say, I'm not doing that. That hurts. I'm not going to continue to do this with you because it hurts me every time. Or, now when my family talks to me about my healing work, I'm like, yeah, man, I love it. Well, now I hear them talking about it. Whenever people want to pray now, they call me and say, hey, like I have some kind of, divine connection. Guys, we are all divinely connected to God, every single one of us. So even if you are out there right now not believing in God, you're still connected. Isn't that something? There's forgiveness for that. There's forgiveness. And it's not this huge process that you have to go through. It's not this. You don't have to do anything special. All God wants you to do is be in love with yourself and your purpose here on earth. Yes, love begets love. When you give out love, you get love. So it might not necessarily be from the people that we want it from, guys, right? So we have these certain people in our lives and we think that they're supposed to love us. So I think that's where people run into a hard time. I have some of my clients that say, my mom, my relationship with my mom isn't that great, and so when we're talking, I'll say, do you have anyone in your life that, resembles like that motherly energy? Do you have anybody that feeds you wisdom and knowledge and encouragement? And they'll be like, yeah. Well, think of that as your mother. Don't think of the lack of the mother. Don't think of the lack of the the motherly love. Think of how lucky you are to have it from this different place, from this different piece. Be honest about everything, guys. So, I went through a really big time in my life where I had to just be really honest about a lot of the mistakes that I made and a lot of the people that I've hurt, and trying to figure out my purpose and my reason to be here. So that's why I say, guys, this stuff is all really tricky. And that's why, to me, it all runs together, because I think that if you don't know your divine purpose, you need to get a little bit deeper to the truth. I think that if you're unsure about the ways you're praying or if your prayers are being heard, then you need to get truthful with yourself, and maybe that you're blocking yourself somewhere in there, because I'm telling you, man, when you're thinking up, you get everything you want. I'm a manifesting machine. I am the best deliberate creator alive. Yo, I'm telling you, I am creating my life every single day. I don't take breaks. I mean, last night I took a little break and I watched a super cute show. Thank you, Kelly, because I loved it. When we're asking for things, guys, sometimes the answer that we get back, we don't like it. We don't like it at all. I'm going through something that's really personal, and I'm not even really sure how to share it with you all, but that's coming soon, as soon as I figure out a way to wrap my brain around it. And it goes into all of this too. So it goes into my gifts. It goes into this is something I've been praying about for, quite some time, about 3 years now. And through that, I wasn't taking care of myself because I was giving all of my energy to the prayer and trying to make sure that I stayed in line with my divine purpose as I went through this. And the self-care part is the kind of part that I left hanging. And that took me into emergency hernia surgery and a lot of healing up that I had to do around that, guys. That's your womb, So, oh, guys, there's so much good stuff out here, man. I'm telling you. So, hello, Charity. I love that you get on here, call me Cake. It makes me so excited. Not too many people know my nickname is Cheesecake, and I love that nickname. So if you guys feel like ever calling me that, you're more than welcome, because it just melts my heart right up. Be honest with yourself. I had to come to a point in all this that I'm going through, and this weekend was a really big turning point for me, right? So I had to really be truthful, and sometimes you don't even have to be truthful about your own self. I was being really truthful about myself. I had to really ask for the truth about others misleading me or having hidden agendas. So you have these people in your life that they have these hidden agendas, and they don't tell you. And so you could be feeling like you're giving your 100%, and yet the get back, there's like a break in your communication. It's like it's not working. Are you clearly communicating? So I was doing all that. I kept coming back to the drawing board, and then trying to get back on my feet and then come back out there and say it better and say it stronger and say it more meaningful and give more words to it, put more love in it. And no matter what I was trying and no matter what I was doing, we still got to the point where this weekend we got knocked off track because of hidden agendas. So, I'm going through this too. I'm going through this all at the same time too, guys. So you guys think that I'm like this master of life. I'm not. I'm just a regular human like you guys. Except for I carry around amethyst and a bunch of crystals and I do really silly things. We're coming up on the holidays and it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's snowing. We had a little snowball fight before we left to go to the cheering competition. It's a really great time. So, when we got all these things, when I have these things going on and they're just awful and they don't seem to go away and they seem to hurt, think of something else. Every one of us has so many things that we love and every one of us has so many people that we can go to. So try to be around the encouragers, guys. Try to give love. If you're in line and you're getting a coffee, when I got my coffee, I paid for the next coffee behind me. I didn't know that person at all. A friend of mine, a best friend of mine, her mom is doing this thing now where she goes into Sheetz 2 times a week and tries to find a mom that looks like she's a little frazzled and she tries to, give her $20 in gas. It's little things. And if everyone would use their unique personalities to do their little things, then it would be huge out here. So if each one of you today that's watching me could just do something, one for yourself, do something nice for yourself. Start praying. Pray nice for yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Do that for you. And then be truthful and be honest with the things that are going on in your life and how they make you feel and the things that they make you want or not want or, So I think God's always telling us something, guys. I think we're always in constant communication. And the times when we feel frustrated, he's trying to say, if you would go this way, you wouldn't be that frustrated. But some of our egos are too strong. Some of our pride just won't let us down. Sometimes the bar that our family makes for us is just really too high. And we are trying all the time to be that person instead of through the process, just loving where we are, So I've messed up so many things in my life. And the thing that is really great, I think, about me is that even though I made mistakes, and moved away and had to move back and hurt some people and had to, be really brutally honest about certain things, I try to give myself credit, and today I just had a nice confirming conversation. Sometimes I wonder if I am a good mother, if I do the right thing for my baby. When you turn into a mom, guys, you turn into this like crazy lion, crazy. I don't fool around with my baby, man, especially not with negative vibes. And so, I'm always wondering in my mind, am I doing what's right for her? And out of the blue, my aunt tells me that she really does think I'm a wonderful mom. And she gives me a lot of credit for no matter where I'm at or what's going on, always putting my baby first. And so I love her for that. And she really pumped me up. And I wasn't really ready for that. And that wasn't the conversation we were getting in. We were talking about parents and love and how long it lasted and things like that. And then that kind of came out of the blue. So, guys, people are telling you things whenever you don't even realize that they're coming through. Pay attention. Be in the now. When you're in the now, then you get those messages. If I was too busy thinking about Christmas shopping and all the lines and the traffic and, is there going to be a snowstorm? I might have even missed that she was complimenting me. So if I was thinking about my past and did I pray right and my purpose and all of that, then I might have missed out on today. And today was a really good day. It was a really good conversation. It really filled me up with a lot of love. Your emails pump me up and they really get me digging into me. So thank you. Some people say, oh, this is the silliest email, Sarah, and they're not silly. None of them are silly. So not too many people want to talk to people who are in the doo-doo. And I really, really love to because you don't have to be there. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. I love you. These people, you guys, you make these messages come out, right? So when you are all emailing me, and maybe I might not get back right away, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find a system. So I get a lot of emails. I have a lot of people on, different time zones. So sometimes I get them really late or early, or, I work and I have a baby and we do a lot of fun things. So, I found this way to group them together and get them out to you like that. And it's kind of neat because as they come, that's how I know we're vibing, because it's my same stuff. Sometimes I'm unsure, even though you guys think that I'm so strong in myself. Sometimes a lot of my gifts have changed lately. So I feel too unsure about my divine purpose, and I just keep praying about it, and I pray about it, and I pray about it. And sometimes my self-care isn't the best, but I'm really working on that. And every day I have to go and be honest with myself, guys, because if you guys are watching me, you're a giver, you're a helper, you're a lover. That's just what you are. So, it's hard to be truthful with somebody, because a lot of people, it's not that they just want to be these big liars out here. It's just that they don't want to hurt anyone. So they just cover everything up so they don't hurt anyone. You're all right. No matter what you're doing, you're fine. And I love that you come here to look for it. It's really, really, really cool. So you guys totally actually, put the cherry on top of my Sunday, because it's been a great Sunday. So I'm over here vibing. I'm about to go Christmas shopping, get somebody some special stuff. Well, a lot of people, we have a big tribe here. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I love every minute of it. Keep sending me your emails. thinkupoliways@gmail.com. You can message me on Facebook anytime. And a lot of those messages on Facebook go right into all of this. Yes, Think Up Cheesecake. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for the love. You guys can all call me Cheesecake. That will really pump me up. All right, well, I love all of you. Big purple heart for all of you guys. Thank you for all your interactions. And like I said, be friends with one another. I love all that shit. One love, guys. Mwah. Happy Sunday.